Hello everyone, welcome to Marvel Rivals Data Week 2 of this channel. I'm going to be adding in a few things because I don't want to sound like a broken record, because I was just looking at the data here and it seems kind of the same compared to week 1, but I'm just going to add in a few things that you should also know. So with team comps, you should have 2 of everything, because as you can see with the win rate, it has the most win rate by a good amount, most pick rate by far, and most matches by far out of any ranked in the game. So you should be able to win more games compared to all these other team comps if you have 2 of everything. So now we're gonna go into the most win rate and the most ban rate. With each Vanguard, we're gonna do top 2 for each win rate, pick rate, and ban rate. So the top 2 win rate is Thor and Penny Parker. Thor is really good when it comes to putting in damage and just being in the front line. He's just able to do a lot of stuff, but his ult is not that good, so it doesn't really, he's not really someone who you would actually play like your go-to character. But if it is, you should be fine. You're gonna be able to perform pretty well with him. Penny Parker, kind of the same thing. A lot of people who solo queue actually play Penny Parker, at least what I've seen, and she performs pretty well because she's able to heal people with her mines and also able to kill people with her mines. So it's very good to have. It would be Doctor Strange and Magneto. Doctor Strange is really good. He's like one of the best characters in the game, and he's very easy to play as well. So I recommend playing this character if you're a beginner. Beginner guide coming out soon with like who you should play and stuff like that if you're a beginner. So you should look out for that if you're curious. 2 is Magneto. This character is also really good. Shout out to Exotic Za. Go check him out on YouTube. He makes pretty funny YouTube shorts and just great content in general when it comes to Marvel Rivals. You should go check him out. Magneto is really good. Again, you have people like Exotic Za, who's performing very well with this character right now. You have people like GG Well Played, like the team, or Team 1. You know, you have so many different teams competitively who are just doing very well with this character. Same thing with Doctor Strange. But I feel like when it comes to tournaments, Magneto is performing better than pretty much any character when it comes to tanks. So you should probably be playing this character as well. But I'll get into the tanks in a minute. Most ban rate with the tanks is Hulk and Doctor Strange. Hulk is very good. I feel like he's kind of underrated still, but like people should be knowing by now that Hulk is a threat. This character is just like, if you have Hulk on your team, you should be using Doctor Strange and probably Iron Man, because the team up is just so good. Like, you can go into the tier list and go into the team ups. Out of any team up in the game, the Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Iron Man team up is, according to this, top 5, which is really good. In my opinion, it may be like top 1, probably, because it's just, if not, it's definitely in top tier in my opinion, because you're making someone like Iron Man, who's like a mid-tier, is an alright character, you're making him a serious threat, and like you should be focusing him, type of thing. The second most ban rate is Doctor Strange, but not by a lot. His ban rate isn't really that serious. It's not really that big. Still really good, and he's been good for this whole game so far. He's been really good. You should definitely be playing this character. He's easy to play. He has one of the most win rates, not with tanks, I guess, but he has the most pick rate and he has the second most ban rate, but again, the ban rate is not that big. So this character, you should definitely be playing him. Now I'm gonna go to Duelist. 2 Most win rate is Storm and Magic. Again, Storm can just blow up any in the game. Magic can just backline people and just kill them. Pick rate is Winter Soldier and Moon Knight. It makes sense because right now the low ranked players, like people who are in bronze, silver, and maybe gold, are picking duelists a lot, and they're going to be picking characters that are easy to play but also pretty solid. So it makes sense that Winter Soldier and Moon Knight are up there. Most ban rate is Wolverine and Storm. Makes sense, they're very broken. Wolverine can pretty much beat like more than half of the roster in this game, and tanks are very important because they can block damage, and what else? They can help out the front line a lot, in the middle, and the mid line as well. Very good character because he's able to just one tap pretty much any tank in the game. Again, Storm able to beat any character in my opinion. Her Hurricane ult is very clutch worthy and just able to kill so many different people. Strategist, it's Luna Snow and Cloak with the most ban rate. Luna Snow kind of makes sense because she can just say I am ready to put on a show, and she can just win games. Like if Luna ults, you just win the fight, unless if you don't know what you're doing. Cloak and Dagger, kind of the same thing, except she heals better and puts up more damage because of Dagger. Deal with so many ults in this game just because of Dagger or because of Cloak, because Dagger can just use his thing where he flies, and he can just pretty much get out of any ult. Cloak can just ult and pretty much again avoid almost any ult in the game. Most pick rate, again, Cloak and Dagger and Invisible Woman. So as you can see, Cloak and Dagger is being very popular right now and very broken as well. I remember my friend Barrett Gang 5, you should go check him out, he's on Twitch. He was playing ranked, he was trying to get to platinum. He was in gold and he was playing ranked. This guy got like 42 kills, 40,000 heals, 2,000 damage, 20,000 damage, not that many deaths, and like 20 assists. So as you can see, and he doesn't even play Cloak and Dagger like that. So as you can see, Cloak and Dagger is not only good for beginners or like people who are in low ranks. No offense to him, by the way. She's also just very good in general. Like any player can pick him up and be like, well, this character's just good and just for me. The win rate right now is Rocket, Raccoon, and Mantis. This team, well, Rocket is pretty good. Mantis is pretty good. I wouldn't say they're like extremely good like some other people are saying. Now I'm gonna go into all roles. This is where you should be asking, who do I play? Because with the ban rate, with the most win rate, it's Storm and Magic. Most pick rate is Cloak and Dagger and Invisible Woman. Most ban rate is Wolverine and Hulk. Out of the entire roster, that's what it is. So you should be asking, who do you play? Because when it comes to this game, the meta depends on not only tournaments and who's performing well in the tournaments, it also depends on ban rate and win rate. Ban rate is the most important, but win rate is also pretty important. It's like very close to ban rate important. You should be playing as DPS, Wolverine, and Storm, because if Wolverine can't get to the tanks, which could happen most of the time, Wolverine can handle that for you, you know? Wolverine can just kill tanks and he's good. Like he has two ways to survive. He has passive and he has one of his moves. I forget what they're called, but he's just able to survive very well because of those moves and that passive. And he has the most HP when it comes to DPS, which is very good to have. He has so much that a lot of people should be playing him because of that. Best tanks, like the tanks you should be playing, is Hulk and Doctor Strange. Hulk is just very good. The only thing that is a problem with him is again his ban rate. but that's because he's a threat, and that's why he's meta, because people are scared of facing Hulk, and people who are banning characters very often, like these characters, if they're getting banned that much, that's how you know they're a threat. Hulk can, again, he can help out Wolverine, because sometimes one of Wolverine's flaws is that he can't really kill flyers because he's just a melee, and he doesn't have like a billion jumps like Iron Fist, so it's like he can't really do anything about flyers. But like Hulk can just grab you, he can just grab Wolverine, throw him at the healer, and then he can just use the diving thing, and then he can just bring the flyer down and just kill him. They changed it to where you can't really do it like as much as you want. Like he can't really use the move to where you just jump up in the air and just dive at people. Like you can't do it when Hulk throws you, so it's a little bit complicated now. But they made it to where you're able to use the team up more consistent. So, but not only that, but Hulk is able to help out Doctor Strange, make him stronger, and make Iron Man stronger. And Iron Man's not really that good compared to like, you know, the characters I'm mentioning, but you can make him that good if you have Hulk on your team. So he's really good to have. Hulk is just so good. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Doctor Strange. You should definitely be playing this character. He's very beginner friendly in my opinion. The win rate with this character is pretty good. The pick rate with this character is top 3. The ban rate with this character is not really that high, but again, he's sort of a threat. But the reason why Doctor Strange is, in my opinion, one of the best characters is not because of his ban rate, it's because of his pick rate and his win rate. Like, it's just that good, and the character should not be, you know, underestimated. Now, the 2 strategists is Cloak and Dagger, by far top 1. Because of the win rate with this character, pretty sure it's pretty high, but it's not compared to, but if we're talking about pick rate, pretty damn good. The most pick rate in the game right now. And when it comes to healing, they do the best healing in the game, like performance wise. Good assists, like top 4 assists in the entire game, top 4 KD in the entire game, top 2 playtime, which doesn't really matter. Not that high when it comes to kills, but again, it's a strategist, so it doesn't really matter. Just when it comes to doing your job as a strategist, Cloak and Dagger are like top 4, if not top 1, in pretty much any performance that matters when it comes to strategists. So yeah, it's just very good to have. Top 2 would either be Luna Snow or Invisible Woman. I've been playing Invisible Woman a little bit more, and I'm starting to see why she's very good, and I'm starting to think I've underestimated her a little bit, because she used to be meta and then she wasn't meta, but I'm starting to think that over time she's gonna become more meta, if that makes sense. This character is just very good in general, but I'm also thinking it's Luna Snow because just the ult, man, it's just so good. So it's the top 2, it's either Invisible Woman or Luna Snow. It's up to you. If you like Invisible Woman more, you don't have to play Luna Snow. If you like Luna Snow more, you don't have to play Invisible Woman. That's just how it is. Now, if these characters were as a team, who should you play? So with team comp, again, you need 2 of everything. In my opinion, you should have 2 of everything. Again, when it comes to DPS, you should have Wolverine and Storm. When it comes to tanks, you should have Hulk and Doctor Strange. And when it comes to strategists, you should have Cloak and Dagger by far. And you should have either Luna or Invisible Woman. I kind of think Luna Snow's a little bit better, but again, it's up to you. If you've seen the tournaments recently, Invisible Woman's actually performing very well. So yeah, it's really up to you, Luna Snow or Invisible Woman. But you should definitely have Cloak and Dagger on your team. When it comes to... But at the same time, it's like, if these characters are banned, who should you play? Wolverine. If Wolverine's banned, you should have Namor or Magic on your team. But if Storm is gone, you should have either Magic or Psylocke. If Hulk is gone as a tank, then you should probably be playing Groot, because Groot and Hulk kind of play the same way. It's just Groot kind of blocks more damage, and as you can see, Groot takes the most damage out of any character in the game, and he kind of does a lot of damage as well. And his performance with kills, pretty good. His assists, his KD, pretty good. His playtime, pretty good. His kills, pretty good. His deaths, not really that high, and you don't really want deaths to be that high. The less deaths you have, the better. So yeah, Groot is just very good. And if Doctor Strange is gone and Hulk isn't, then you would want to have Magneto. But if Doctor Strange and Hulk are both gone, then you would want to have Magneto and Groot. Basically, it's just what it is. Same thing with Wolverine and Storm. If they're both gone, you would want to have Magic and Namor. Now with Strategist, if Cloak and Dagger is gone, you would want to have Invisible Woman, because they both kind of play the same way if you think about it. They both have pretty decent DPS, and they both have really good healing. Now if Luna Snow is gone instead of Cloak and Dagger, you would probably want to have either, again, Invisible Woman or Loki or Mantis, but I prefer Mantis over Loki in my opinion. But if they're both gone, you would want to have Invisible Woman and Loki, or you would want to have Invisible Woman and Mantis. Now this is part of the video where who should you not play. Like, these characters you should definitely not be playing. Those characters I'm gonna go over by each role like I usually do. DPS, characters you should not be playing is Black Widow and Hawkeye. You should not be playing these characters at all. Rather if they're banned, rather if there's a character that performs well with Black Widow, like, you should not be playing this character at all. If you do well with this character and you main her, then go ahead, keep playing her. Like, you never, like, in my opinion, I think she's gonna get a huge buff that's gonna make her meta, kind of like what they did with Storm. But go ahead, if you main Black Widow and you perform well with her, then keep playing her, because you never know, she can become meta in a blink of an eye. If you don't main this character, or you decide to pick her up, or if she's your pocket or whatever, drop this character right now, because you're not going to be performing as well as the top Black Widows are right now. You're not going to be doing that. And even the top Black Widows, they're not performing as well as even top Rocket Raccoons. So it's like, don't play this character. Even if you're starting to play Black Widow, drop her right now. I need you to drop her right now. Now the bottom two DPS in my opinion would probably be Hawkeye. Hawkeye is not that good. He beats like two characters in the game, and that's pretty much it in my opinion, which is Jeff the Landshark and Rocket Raccoon. That's pretty much it. And sometimes he can struggle with those characters. So do you really want that? I don't think so. His ult kind of mid. Like, I don't know, his ult's kind of mid, and he has a double jump. That's pretty much it. That's all he really has. He has this one move that can like back you up, or like can keep you away from him, but like it's not really that good. Like my brother, he was pretty good with Hawkeye, and he just stopped playing him because he's just terrible now. Now with tanks, tanks are like the best role right now, because when it comes to having good characters, tanks are like the best role right now, because this doesn't mean you should be playing this doesn't mean you should be maining every tank. What this means is tanks, like every tank is pretty solid. So it's hard to say who's the worst tank. I can definitely say Venom is the worst tank. I'm not saying this to defend my tank main or whatever. I'm saying this because I just don't think he's that good. He's pretty solid, but like compared to other tanks, he's just not gonna do that well. So yeah, I don't think you should be playing this character. If you do play this character, or if you pocket him or whatever, go ahead, play him, because he's not that bad. Like, he's good, but he's just not as good as other tanks. So if you're deciding to pick up a tank, I wouldn't play Venom. The next character would either be Captain America or Thor, but I'm tilting more to Thor. tilting more to Captain America because sure, he may be able to survive long and like probably kill the back line. The back line. Other than that, he doesn't really do that well compared to other tanks. With Captain America and Venom, you should not be playing those characters if you're trying to pick up a tank and perform well in this game. With strategists, it's pretty simple and I think it's obvious. The worst healer in the game, you should not be playing this character at all. Kind of like Black Widow, you should not be playing this character at all. It's Jeff the Landshark. You don't play this character. I'm considered a pretty good Jeff the Landshark according to a certain amount of people. Don't believe me, it's fine. This character is so bad. Like, the reason why people are saying I'm trash at this game is because I'm playing Jeff the Landshark, and they don't want to admit that. They want to say I'm bad at the game because I'm just bad at the game skill issue. But they know in the bottom of their heart, they know that it's because I'm playing this guy. I'm playing this trash character. And that's why when half season 1 starts, I'm dropping this character. I'm probably going to drop this character. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but I'm definitely dropping this guy. Because sure, he's able to heal pretty well. Sure, he's decent when it comes to high ground. But that's all he has. He doesn't have anything else. Like, his ult can be clutch worthy sometimes, but it's not really that good. He can kill the whole team with one move. That is true, and that's really good. But like, he doesn't have anything else. Like, he can heal pretty mediocre. Like, most damages in this game, like most DPS or even tanks, out damage his healing. And he's very squishy, so it's like, I don't know, he's just not good. Like, it doesn't show that. I think it was River Speedrun who said he was the 3rd strongest when it comes to strategists. As you can see, he's bottom 3 with strategists. Healing, he's bottom 2. Taking damage, he's pretty high on the list when it comes to, or like being dead. Where is he? He's right here. He's pretty high on getting killed. Getting kills, not that high. Assists, pretty good, but that's because he's just holding left click the whole game. So yeah, don't play this character at all. Don't play this character. It'd be either Adam Warlock or Rocket Raccoon. Those are the other strategists you shouldn't be playing. Because as Adam Warlock, I don't know, like, he has an ult that can res the whole team. This is true, but like, you're leaving them at 100%. And there's just so many different characters who can just use one ult and your whole team is dead. Doctor Strange can do it, Spider-Man can do it, Magneto could probably do it, Namor could do it, Venom can do it, Moon Knight could do it, Jeff could just spit them off of the map, but that probably won't happen. Black Widow can do it, Wolverine can do it, Bucky can do it, Psylocke can do it, Iron Man can do it, Groot can do it, Scarlet Witch can potentially do it, Storm can definitely do it, Mr. Fantastic can do it. You know, there's just so many different characters that can just kill your whole team if you use Born Again or whatever it's called. But yeah, I wouldn't play Adam Warlock for that reason. And the reason why I wouldn't play Rocket is because his ult is the amplifier, and we all know what that means. But at the same time, it's like, you can play this character because if you just spam right click the whole game, you're good. You know, you're probably chilling. But with Rocket Raccoon, it depends. Like, if you have 3 healers on your team, go ahead, play the character. You don't even gotta worry about it, play the character. But if you guys are running 2 strategists, do not play this character. Don't play this character. Like, Adam Warlock is performing better than Rocket right now when it comes to tournaments. So yeah, don't play Rocket when you have 2 strategists. And I mean, yeah, when you have 2 strategists, don't play Rocket. And as you can see, this is the best team comp right now. So are you really going to play Rocket? Probably not. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy it. I know it was a little bit longer than it should be, but hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.